Soo-kai breaks down in tears. Finally confesses his true feelings for Songyun. The calm before the emotional storm. Hello, my beautiful K-drama Haven family. What I'm about to tell you tonight is not just another celebrity gossip story. This is a story about a man who, in front of cameras, lights, fans, and an entire industry, could no longer hide how he truly felt about someone who had changed his life. Hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you never miss an update in the world of your favorite celebrities. Last night in Beijing, during what was supposed to be a routine promotional event for Soo-kai's new drama, something happened that left the entire entertainment world holding its breath. Soo-kai, the charismatic, often guarded leading man, broke down in tears. And in those tears, he spoke about Songyun in a way that was impossible to mistake for anything else but a love that runs deep. The glittering event. The venue was nothing short of spectacular, a grand ballroom lined with white roses and warm golden lighting. Large LED screens behind the stage played highlights from Soo-kai's new drama, showing him in intense romantic scenes with his co-star. Fans filled the seats, waving banners that sparkled under the lights. Some wore matching outfits inspired by his drama character, while others clutched photo books and prepared their cameras for every possible angle. Soo-kai appeared on stage in a tailored black suit, the crisp cut of the jacket giving him an almost regal air. His smile was calm, polite, the kind of smile that hides more than it reveals. No one could have guessed that this smile would shatter later in the night. The question that pulled the thread. After a round of light-hearted questions, the host leaned in with that glint in her eyes, the kind of look that means she's about to stir the pot. Host: Soo-kai, your fans adore your on-screen chemistry. But lately, the buzz around you and Songyun has been impossible to ignore. Are the rumors true? Is there something more than friendship? The crowd erupted in cheers and playful screams. Some fans shouted, "Songyun jeje," while others yelled, "Tell us the truth." Soo-kai didn't immediately answer. He lowered his microphone and let his gaze drop to the floor. A long pause stretched between him and the audience, so long that you could hear the faint clicks of cameras capturing every millisecond of his reaction. The shift in the room. When Soo-kai finally raised his head, his eyes seemed darker, more intense. His lips curved into a small, almost bittersweet smile. Soo-kai, Songyun is special. The words were soft, almost like he was speaking more to himself than to the audience. The room froze, the kind of silence that only happens when hundreds of people realize they might be about to witness something historic. The first tears. Soo-kai's voice began steady, but then it cracked. Soo-kai, you meet a lot of people in this industry, but you don't meet someone like her often. Someone who makes you want to be better every single day. He stopped mid-sentence. His lips trembled. His jaw tightened as he blinked rapidly, but his eyes glistened, and then, to everyone's shock, a tear slipped down his cheek. The host's expression shifted from playful to concerned. The fans in the front row covered their mouths, some already crying themselves. This wasn't the charming Soo-kai from magazine covers. This was Soo-kai, the man, his emotions laid bare. The confession. Soo-kai took a deep breath and gripped the microphone with both hands, as if anchoring himself to the moment. Soo-kai. People think the rumors are just for publicity. They don't know. They don't know what it's like to see her walk into a room, and suddenly the whole world looks different. They don't know what it's like to feel lucky just because she exists. By now, his tears were flowing freely. He didn't try to hide them. Soo-kai, I don't care about the headlines anymore. She's worth every rumor, every question, every story written about us. If the price of knowing her is the world talking, then let them talk. The room erupted, some fans screaming, some crying, all clapping. The sound was deafening. The social media explosion. Before Soo-kai had even stepped off the stage, hashtags had taken over Weibo and Twitter. Hashtag Soo-kai confession. Hashtag Soo-kai tears. Hashtag when Soo-kai cried. Clips of his trembling voice and tear-streaked face were replayed millions of times within hours. Fans began compiling every past interview, every behind-the-scenes clip, every subtle glance he had ever given Tan Songyun, now convinced they had proof of a romance all along. Tan Songyun's unseen reaction. Although Tan Songyun wasn't at the event, insiders revealed that she was watching the live stream from her own hotel room in Shanghai. According to one source close to her team, Songyun's eyes reportedly welled up as she watched him speak. She didn't comment publicly, at least not yet, but she was said to have whispered to her assistant. "He didn't have to say that, but he did." Backstage whispers. Several crew members who worked the event claimed that after leaving the stage, Sukai sat in the dressing room for a few minutes with his head in his hands. A stylist reportedly placed a hand on his shoulder and said, "You just changed everything." Whether he realized it in that moment or not, the world now saw him, not as an untouchable celebrity, but as a man deeply in love. The fans turned detectives. In the hours that followed, fans became full-blown investigators. They matched Sukai's words to past Instagram posts, to moments during award shows where his gaze lingered on Seong Yun just a fraction longer than necessary. Some pointed out the matching bracelet they had both been spotted wearing months ago. Others recalled the time Sukai refused to let go of Seong Yun's hand during a live performance, something they had written off as stage play, but now saw as something much more real. Is this the beginning of their love story going public? This wasn't a slip of the tongue. This wasn't a moment he can walk back. This was raw, real, and unguarded, the kind of truth that no PR team can manufacture. And now we're all left wondering. Will Tan Songyun respond? Will this be the start of the biggest celebrity love story reveal of the decade? One thing's for sure. Sukai may have just changed everything. The unexpected post. It was 9:47 p.m. when Tan Songyun's official Weibo account suddenly updated. No warning. No teaser. The post wasn't a press release. It wasn't a long essay. It was a single photograph and 6 words that made millions of hearts skip a beat. The photograph showed a candid, unseen behind-the-scenes moment from the set of their drama. Sukai was sitting on a bench in costume, looking at her with that same gentle intensity fans have obsessed over for months. Tan Songyun was mid-laugh, her head tilted toward him. And the caption, "Some things don't need scripts." The internet meltdown. The moment the post went live, Weibo crashed for several minutes due to the flood of traffic. Fans screamed, virtually and literally. Hashtag "Some things don't need scripts" trended #1 in under 10 minutes. Hashtag Songyun shot back into the top 3. Comment sections turned into battlegrounds between fans overwhelmed with joy and those in disbelief. People were posting slow-motion edits of Sukai's tearful speech paired with her caption, declaring it an indirect confirmation of their romance. Sukai's move. And just when the buzz reached its peak, Sukai made it even louder. At 10:12 p.m., just 25 minutes after Songyun's post, Sukai updated his own account. No words, no hashtags, just a repost of her picture. And a single red heart emoji. That was it. But it was enough. Within seconds, the comments exploded. They are not even trying to hide it anymore. This is our wedding announcement, right? Sukai is done with subtle hints, y'all. The paparazzi photos. As if fate itself wanted to confirm the story, early this morning a series of new paparazzi shots surfaced. They showed Sukai and Tan Songyun at a quiet corner of Beijing International Airport. Sukai was wearing a plain black hoodie and cap, Tan Songyun in a beige coat and scarf. There were no entourages, no PR teams. Just the two of them. And in one of the clearest shots, Sukai was seen gently tucking her hair behind her ear while they both laughed. Another showed them walking side by side, hands almost touching, until in the last frame they weren't almost touching anymore. They were holding hands. The fans go into overdrive. By the time the airport photos made it to the internet, fans were officially in meltdown mode. Edits pairing Sukai's teary confession with Songyun's post and the airport pictures began circulating, with captions like, "We were here for the beginning of this love story." From rumors to reality. Seong Yun forever. Fan clubs began planning joint support projects, including a massive LED billboard in downtown Shanghai to celebrate their love. Others were already talking about sending a giant flower arrangement to their drama set. Songyun's first spoken words. But the true climax came later that evening when Seong Yun appeared at a fashion brand event in Shanghai. She arrived wearing a soft pink dress, her hair pulled back in a simple yet elegant ponytail. When the press gathered, you could feel the anticipation. They didn't want to talk about fashion, they wanted answers. One brave reporter finally asked, "Songyun, did you see Soo Kai's speech at the drama event? What did you think?" Her smile deepened. She glanced down for a moment, tucking a strand of hair behind her ear, before looking directly into the cameras. Songyun, some things you don't plan. They just happen. And when they do, you should be grateful. The crowd erupted into gasps. She didn't say no. She didn't dodge the question. She let the meaning sit there in the open. The private dinner leak. Hours later, more whispers began spreading online. Multiple eyewitnesses claimed they saw Soo Kai and Songyun Yun having dinner together at a private restaurant in Shanghai, just after her event. One fan who happened to be dining there said they were seated in a quiet corner, laughing softly, occasionally leaning in close to speak. Soo Kai reportedly paid the bill and opened the car door for her when they left. No official photos from that night have been confirmed, but the eyewitness accounts only added fuel to the fire. The industry reacts. Celebrities began subtly showing support. An actress friend of Songyun's posted an Instagram story with a heart and the caption, "Finally." A director who had worked with Soo Kai shared a photo of the two leads from their drama, writing, "Some stories don't end when filming wraps." Even their agencies, notoriously tight-lipped, released a joint statement the next morning. "We thank fans for their love and respect." Both Soo Kai and Songyun Yun are currently focused on their projects and personal happiness. A new chapter. This is no longer about speculation. No longer about reading between the lines. For months, fans wondered if their chemistry was just acting. Soo Kai's tears told us it wasn't. Songyun Yun's words told us she feels the same. And the moments we've seen since, the posts, the airport, the dinner, have only confirmed what so many of us hope to be true. Hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you never miss an update in the world of your favorite celebrities. Soo Kai and Songyun Yun's love story is no longer hiding in the shadows. It's unfolding right in front of us. And something tells me, this is just the beginning.